Out here live. I gotta excuse me. Yeah, I came on live earlier because I'm finna get ready to get back on the road. I gotta drive it overnight, so I thought I'd get my live in earlier before I get back on the road. That's why I'm on a little early. But I want to deal with deal breakers versus preferences. That's what I want to deal with, and pretty much gonna reiterate on some things I said last night. And this video is live is pertaining to a comment. I saw last night when I was teaching. Talking last night. I didn't have time to address it because I wanted to stay focused. I didn't want to get thrown off. But my goal is doing these videos and stuff. Is to educate people about relationships and dating and stuff like that. Use my experience, my mistakes. I've made, and also some mistakes that other people made in coaching. And to teach like a better way of doing things. And like how y'all doing? Everybody, come on in. And like I was saying, to make sure that we are here, dating the right way, the way God lead me, the way God, give me wisdom. I just want to share with y'all, But the comment, was like, I'm trying to remember. I was talking about I think hygiene or something with the man, hygiene, and how a man should carry himself, whatever. And the comment was like, a skin routine is a must for me, And again, I want to deal with that because I don't want people to, what I'm trying to say is like I said last night, a lot of times as singles, we have unrealistic expectations. And when I saw that sort of stood out to me. And I just feel like to educate, a lot of women, when you meet a man, he's not going to be everything you want him to be. And most men don't take care of their skin like that. That's very, very, very small percentage of men that take care of their skin. So my thing is, if it's not a deal breaker, now I don't know if that person said they really, that was, I don't know if that's what they meant. But I just want to educate y'all and say, if that's not a deal breaker, that's something that you can work with a man. That's something that you can bring in the man's life, But my thing is, you want to look for deal breakers, Deal breakers deal with, character issues, cheating, dishonest, stuff like that. Not a man of his word. It can't go both ways too if a man watching. Any toxic behavior, manipulating, controlling, don't have the same belief system. That's a deal breaker. Like I said, I believe that, y'all gotta have the same spiritual belief, so that's a deal breaker. Hygiene, deal breaker. So, you gotta date, according to your deal breakers, It's all right to have a preference, that's a preference to say, I would like a man that have a skin routine, whatever, but, preferences is something that you could work with, but deal breakers is something that you just can't, deal with. And like I say, my opinion, I think deal breakers is pretty much dealing with character, character, If the person don't have good character, stuff like that, that should be a deal breaker. Because, and I heard Tony say the same thing, a lot of single people looking for something that don't exist. And that is true. That is true. A lot of single people look for something that don't exist. And, men and women, it goes both ways. A lot of men look for something that don't exist. A lot of women look for something that don't exist. And what he was saying was, nobody's going to be perfect. And that is true. And when you're talking about, dating, whatever, and for the purpose of getting married, there's some things, that comes with it that you're going to have to deal with. But like again, as long as it's not toxic stuff like that, because we all got faults. And even in the Bible, it say loves cover a multitude of faults, So that lets you know that a person we're gonna have faults. We're gonna have, you see what I'm saying? But as long as if it's not toxic, as long as, cheating and stuff like that, a woman can bring in a man a life and say, hey, I'll let for you do this, do that, and that's not building a man. That just sometimes you gotta shape and mold a man. You gotta sometimes all a man need is a woman, because men, we just don't know certain things. We just don't focus on stuff like take care of our skin. This is not really manly. But a good woman come in our life and say, babe, I'd like for you to, what I'm saying, and teach him how to do stuff about when it comes down to stuff like that. Because most men, don't really too much into themselves like that. That's just something women do. Skin routines and stuff like that. That's y'all. And a lot of women, they now I'm not talking about her, but a lot of women, they describe what they want in a man. They want a woman, certain things men just ain't gonna do, So you gotta realize that that's a man, that's not your girlfriend, that's not your friend girl that y'all gonna, you see what I'm saying? He totally different. So something like that, again, I just wanna correct that, just educate y'all on that right there. I'm not trying to, what I'm saying, bash that person like that, because, we don't know. So, and that's the thing about my purpose is to, empower women and educate women about men. So that way, when you dating a man, you know what to look for, and but most men, that's very, 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 very rare that a man is going to be into his skin like that. That's very, very rare. That's very, I'm talking about a, regular everyday man. It's possible, but that's something as a woman you can bring, because that's why, God created a woman to help a man, to bring some ideas into his life, to bring some things in his life, and say, hey, baby, take care of your skin, baby. You got pretty skin, See, and you got to know how to do it. You see what I'm saying? You come in here like that right there. If he love you, he gonna make that adjustment, if he love you. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing, we gotta, while we're dating, we gotta, come up with our deal breakers, and preferences. Preferences can be, I'm not gonna say overlooked, but can be, I forgot what I'm trying to say. But preferences can make, you can compromise, yeah. You can't compromise on preferences, It's all right to have that preference, A lot of times people like, what's wrong with having a preference? Nothing wrong with that, but, if your preferences are deal breakers, you see what I'm saying? That's a big difference, because you don't want to miss out on real love because one little simple thing like that. You see what I'm saying? So long as it's not nothing like toxic, like I say, hygiene, that should be a deal breaker. You don't want to date or marry nobody. You got to try to teach them how to take a bath. Now, come on now. If a man don't take no bath, if he funky, that should be a deal breaker. Because you don't want to be like some clients I coach, with men with bad hygiene, and they marry, and that's a turnoff. And nobody want to be close to somebody in the bed, laying with them, and that person got an odor coming out. That's like, come on now, and then he expect to get some banana pudding, dude, you gotta. That's a turnoff, One thing that turn men and women on is smell, I may come out of the shower smelling good, looking good, smelling good. That's to make you want to, what I'm saying? It set the atmosphere. So hygiene, deal breaker, my opinion. Hygiene, deal breaker. Religion, like I said, different religion, deal breaker. Like I say, eating habits, And I talked about this the other night, it can work. Let's say if I'm a regular person, I eat some of everything. But if I will date somebody and they only eat, vegetables, whatever, only eat plants, whatever. I'm not saying it can't work, but it all depends on that person, But a lot of times people who eat a real strict diet, they expect everybody else to, what I'm saying, from my experience, to have that same type of diet. So if that person can look beyond that and still love that person, and they could work around that. But me as in coaching, I've coached several women who dated men who are vegans, and and they every time they go out to eat, the man would judge them like, hey, you shouldn't be eating that, or you eating that again. He expect them to order, salad all the time, So that's when that should become a deal breaker, when that person can't accept you for you, So it can work. When it comes down to eating habits, it can work. It all depends on that individual, how, but because you got some people, they dogmatic about eating, healthy, what I'm saying? And me, I believe in eating healthy. I believe that, a lot of our health problems come from what we put in our bodies. I do believe that. I do believe that we should, eat a certain amount of vegetables and fruits and drink a certain amount of water. I do believe that. But my personal belief, and if you believe in eating all plants, you're not wrong. I just don't think that, eating all plants is the way to go, my opinion, But, to each his own on that. But if I would date somebody who ate all plants, whatever, if they could look at me and don't judge me, it could work. But, it could be a little challenging, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, holidays, I don't want to be, eating the same boring thing. It's holiday, and you just got to keep eating. You see what I'm saying? So, me, I believe in treating myself. That's what I believe in. I believe in, eating healthy, but nothing wrong with treating yourself. Nothing wrong with having a cheat days, you know what I'm saying, here and there. Nothing wrong with having a cheat day. But you got some people, no cheat day, they're strict, And like I was saying, I was talking to somebody, she into, health and stuff like that, about, when I first got eczema, and she was saying, certain fruits that I can't eat no more, and I disagree. I don't think no fruit is bad for you. All fruit good for you, in moderation. I don't believe no fruit bad for you. I don't think no fruit gonna make my eczema worse. No fruit gonna make my eczema worse. Again, in moderation. You know. Now, if I was a diabetic, different story. But I'm not a diabetic. You see what I'm saying? But you got some people. Though I brought that up because you got some people like her strict. Like you can't even put raw honey inside green tea. Not just one teaspoon of raw honey. Just drink tea straight. See, those type of people, it might be kind of hard to, you see what I'm saying, to mess with. So that could be a deal breaker. You see what I'm saying? That could be a deal breaker because, I'm not going to be drinking green tea without no honey. It got to have a little honey in it, You see what I'm saying? So to me, that can work, but it all depends on the individuals, you know what I'm saying? But it's much better that y'all are on the same page when it come down to diets and health and stuff like that. It'll run much better. So sometimes if you're dating somebody like that, you gotta let them know like that could be a deal breaker. If they gonna judge you and bring some judgment upon you because you choose to eat a certain meat or you choose to eat a certain way, it could be frustrating. You know what I'm saying? Aggravating. And I do a lot of my content based upon what I get inside coaching, So yes, a person should take care of themselves and stuff like that. That's part of self-love, eating right, drinking water, skin routine. There's nothing wrong with that. But, that's something that you can bring into a man's life, and say, hey, you got beautiful skin, have you ever tried this? You know what I'm saying? Because, from a man perspective, a lot of men don't know. We just don't think like that. A real man, we just want to get up and go to work, make that money, come home. You know what I'm saying? That's all we really worrying about. As a man, that's how our mind is wired. We don't put a lot of time in our skin and, our nails and stuff like that, facial routine, we get a haircut, stuff like that. But, a lot of men don't really, do stuff like that. It's just not what men do. So as a woman, you got a good man, you got character. He God-fearing, whatever. If you God, if you believe in God, whatever, or if you're a Jehovah's Witness or whatever, 7-day Adventist, whatever you is, if he meet that right there, and he a good man, that other stuff that it could be worked out because you're not gonna find no perfect man, and he's not gonna be a perfect woman. You see what I'm saying? But I believe if a woman could put her hands on a man and put her touch on a man, and boom. Enhance that man because, according to Proverbs 31, 10, I think 10 or 11, when it says about the virtuous woman, it says she greatly enriches his life, enriches her husband's life. So, that means add value to. You see what I'm saying? So, as a woman, you put your touches on a man, boom, you could take a man, everybody gonna know. Ever since he been with that girl, like his whole family gonna know. Like he changed. He looked different. He looked better. He dressing better. He looked healthier. You can do that to a man. You can do that to a man, but it gotta be a man that got character. So long as there's not deal breakers, you know what I'm saying? Long as there's not deal breakers, and a lot of people, you ask them what their deal breakers is, and to me, the stuff that they're saying don't make no sense, But like I say, deal breakers should be dealing with character, toxicity. If a person is toxic, anything dealing with toxicity, to me, that should be a deal breaker. Anything dealing with cheating, narcissism, manipulation, controlling, trying to get you to do something you don't want to do. Like for an example, this is a deal breaker. If you a woman and you don't like a man to put a hammer in your bed basket, that should be a deal breaker. No second thought. Don't even reach out to coach you out about that. I don't care how much you like that man. That's a deal breaker. If you don't like putting hammer in your mouth, going down on a man, that should be a deal breaker. Because y'all not compatible. That should be a deal. You gotta let him know I don't do that. If he say he have to have that, then guess what? I'm not the one for you. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that should be deal breaker because A lot of men, they like to control a woman, make a woman do something like, oh, you got to do it and all that kind of stuff. You're not submissive, da 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 da. And the thing about it is, you don't want to marry a man, he using submissive, and then now you feel it's gonna make you feel convicted, like obligated, because that's your husband, and the Bible says submit. Now you doing something you don't like doing. You see what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, at the end of the day, that could be avoided if you just say, you know what, brother, if you gotta have that, this ain't gonna work. Because a lot of women end up falling for that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if that's what a man want, hey, that's fine. If you don't get down like that, let that be known during the dating stage. Y'all gotta make a decision where y'all gonna go on, because you don't want to be with somebody who forcing you to do something that you don't want to do. You know, so that's, to me, that's a deal breaker. You know, I get these questions a lot. I get emails, inboxes. For another situation. Now, a man could be not toxic. He could be a good man, but again, are he a good man for you? So sometimes a man may not be toxic, but he still may have some deal breakers. Because I've had some women reach out to me, Coach Rod, he a good man. He a good man, but he work a lot of hours, and then he got to take care of his mama. His mama is not doing good. So between his job and his mama, I don't know how to get no time with him. He's not toxic, He's not toxic, but if you're a woman, if your love language is quality time, but you with a man, lifestyle don't fit your love language, you might not want to, go on with that. That could be a deal breaker as well. If quality time your love language, like I had somebody reach out to me one time, she liked to cuddle and stay home, watch movies on the weekend. Her man, he want to go out and hang out all weekend long. He like to hang out in the streets, go to family house, go, just hang out till late night on the weekends. So that should be a deal breaker. So she had my opinion. I said, sis, y'all not compatible. It's not gonna work. You don't meet your core need in the relationship. Your core need in a relationship is quality time. He could be a provider, all the other good stuff, protector, but he don't he's not a home. You're a homebody, but if he can't make no adjustments and say, you know what, okay, baby, I'm gonna hang out for a little bit, then I'm gonna give you some time. You see what I'm saying? Because when it comes down to relationships, if you dating with intention, to get married, that person are willing to sacrifice for you. You know what I'm saying? Compromise. If they're not willing to compromise and give you quality time, that's not gonna work. So that could be a deal breaker. So sometimes a deal breaker may not be dealing with toxic. I have dealt with a lot of women who was with a good man, but he's an entrepreneur. He into making money, and she don't know how to get time with him. Coach Rob, what should I do? I mean, I really want to be him. I like him, but I talked to him about it. I say, hey, we need time together. I need more time with you, but he's just a hard worker. He just all into his career. Sis, you ain't gonna be fully happy with that. Don't get me wrong, ain't wrong with a man making money, but a man you cannot have a relationship. You working all the time. He can make all the money in the world and buy you the biggest house, buy you a mansion, buy you all the fancy cars, all the expensive bags. But if he ain't got time for you, you're not gonna be happy. Cause material is a thing unless you're a gold digger, you want it for the money. But if you truly genuinely love that man, I don't care how much stuff that man buy you. If he don't give you, him, you're not gonna be fully happy. Again, unless you all about money. You see what I'm saying? So he could be a hardworking man, he could be a go-getter, he could be about that bag, but you're not gonna be happy if he don't have time for you because he always working. And some men like that. Some men, they just a workaholic. My opinion, if a man a workaholic, he might as well just stay single and don't marry nobody. You ain't got time about. Just stay single and just work. And whenever he wants something now, just hire somebody, you know what I'm saying, just go on back page and just pay for it and just go on about your business. That's my opinion. Everybody ain't meant to be married. Everybody ain't meant to be married. Don't get married and tie nobody else's life up. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to make time for them. That's what marriage is about. Making time for the other person. Compromising for the other person. So it's situations I have dealt with like that. A man he's not a bad man. He's not toxic, but he work a lot. He just do a lot of working. You know, he all about, you know, he an entrepreneur. He trying to build his business and all of that. Listen, talk to him first. If he don't make no adjustments and he's still doing that, you gotta say, hey, this is not for me. You're a good man, but you're not a good man for me. Maybe you need a woman that don't require quality time. That's good with having that type of relationship. You may have some women out there like that. You know, hey, he ain't got, you know, be up on me like that. But you got some women that won't, and I believe in quality time. I believe one of the things that gonna make a relationship strong is spending quality time with each other. You know what I'm saying? You can't have a strong relationship, in my opinion, if y'all don't have no time together. You see what I'm saying? That's intimate when you have no time with that person. That's how you get to know that person. Y'all can gel. So, you know, some men may not, and it could be vice versa. Maybe some women, but I got some men watching. Some women may not understand that. Maybe they real busy in their career, you know. It was a man reached out to me one time. He said, you know, he kept meeting women who, you know, don't have time for relationships. You know, hey brother, that's they're not for you. They're not for you, you know. If they don't have time for you, they don't have time to build, you gotta let them know, listen, you know, this ain't working out for me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't believe in coming in nobody's life and try to make them change and try to make them, you know, I believe you could ask them to make to compromise and make some adjustments, but try to force somebody to be something that they are not. You know, I don't agree with that. Either they're gonna do it or they not. So, you know, when it really meant to be, when you really meant to meet the one for you, it's gonna be natural. It's just gonna be natural. Natural compatibility is just gonna be, you know what I'm saying, something that you ain't gotta force. You know, you don't wanna have to force it. It's just gonna be natural, you know, organic, you know. So, you know, you gotta know what's a preference, what's a deal breaker, you know, and something that you can compromise on. Say, you know what, I prefer this, but you know, I can compromise with that, you know. And you know, but if it's something like your love language, and you know you need quality time, and that person don't got time for you, stuff like that, you know, that should be a deal breaker as well, you know, because you know you're never going to be fully happy with somebody if they don't make time for you. And me, quality time is not my love language, but I like to have, you know, quality time with my significant other. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't have to be your love language, but when you love somebody, you miss them. When you in love with somebody, and then what I tell the other one, you know, the friend I used to have, you know, that's when you in love with somebody. That's when you miss people, you know, somebody like that. Like you would text, I miss and love you. You see what I'm saying? When you got romantic feelings, that's how I am, you know. But if I don't have no romantic feelings for you, I'm not going to be telling you I miss you and love you, you know. So, but when you in love with somebody, you should want to spend time with them. You should want to, you know what I'm saying, go out to eat, go to the movie, whatever. You know, you should want to do something with them, you know. So that person can't make time for you. They got an excuse or they too busy, whatever. Like I said, you know, it was one woman, good man, you know, but he work a lot of hours and he got to take care of his mom, you know. So I'd say you might not want to, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? I say talk to him, let him know. If he can't make no adjustments, squeeze you in, then maybe he may be a good man, but maybe he's not a good man for you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you were really happy, you wouldn't even be reaching out to me. You see what I'm saying? If you were really happy, you won't be reaching out to me. So evidently you're not happy about it. So, you know, talk to him and see what he say and see if he can't make no adjustment. Again, I'm not into forcing people to do something they don't want to do. Whenever you got to force somebody to make time for you, you got to give them an ultimatum. Oh, if you don't make time for me, I'm going to move on. You know what I'm saying? No, you ain't got to do all that. It should come natural. You know, if it don't come natural, then hey, listen, I don't think we meant to be. You know, and don't be afraid to walk away. And don't think like there's a shortage of good men out there. I gotta stay. Don't let that cause you to stay with somebody, knowing that they not all what you know what I'm saying, want. You know, don't be afraid of that. You know, there's somebody out there for you. Don't. How you doing, Cheryl? So don't just stick it in with a man because you feel like ain't no good man out there, and I might as well just no, because at the end of the day you're not gonna be fully happy if that person does not give you what you know what I'm saying, your love language, what's important to you, So yeah. So that's it. I just want to share that with y'all. Anybody have any like deal breakers or anything they want they think should be a deal breaker? Something that you can work with. Anybody got any questions? You can ask a question if you got a question. But like I said, I just want to deal with that. Because a lot of times as single people, we want this perfect person. And there's nobody out there perfect, but Christ is the only one that's perfect, But some things, you know how to deal with, but it all depends on what it is, But like I said, everybody got their own things. It is that leads to control, coach. Yeah. When you gotta try to force somebody to do something, the thing about it is, like this is what I always say: if God give us a free will, if God don't take our will from us, why should we try to take somebody else's will from them? You see what I'm saying? They got a free will to do what they want, but if they don't want to, you know what I'm saying, roll like you roll to meet your need, hey, you gotta say, you know what? You're a good man, but you're not a good man for me. You're a good woman, but you're not a good woman for me. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's the thing. It's not only about finding a good woman or finding a good man. It's about finding a good person, a good woman, a man for you that fits you. Because if that person is for you, y'all just going to jail. It's just going to be, and to me, that's real chemistry. To me, that real chemistry is finding somebody that y'all could just automatically just jail. Just learn each other and just jail. You ain't got to force it. You ain't got to keep saying the same thing, But it's all about that compatibility. You see what I'm saying? It's all about that compatibility. And once you find that person that for you, you're all going to jail. But you got to keep forcing it. So I just want to share that with y'all, though. Somebody say lies. Yeah, that's a good deal breaker. The two you will be missing puzzle piece. Yeah, I agree with that. Gold in million. Yeah, I believe that 100%. Yeah. Whenever you gotta force something, you gotta bump head with somebody. That person ain't meant. Y'all just ain't meant to be together. Again, it ain't always gotta be toxic. It can just be something like they don't got time for you. They real busy. They got a busy schedule. But some people say, well, not. I heard some women say, like I heard some other women tell other women, oh, a man they got to give you quality time. A man got to go work, make that money. His job is to make money and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but at the end of the day, too, you want balance though. You see what I'm saying? So. Not providing for or spending time with their children. Yeah, that's a good one. That says a lot about that man. if he don't provide for his own children and spend time with them, yeah, that could be some character issues there. You see what I'm saying? That's a good one, because a good man gonna provide and spend time with his children. A good man gonna do that. Mama boy, yeah, that's a good one. Mama boy. Now, when she said that this what thing came to me, can there be long distance relationship if you have to don't make time for each other? Yeah. If 100%, Nicole. If that's long distance, it can work. It can work, but it got to be, it got to be, number one, it got to be two people being committed to make that time. It can work, but it can be a deal breaker as well. It all depends on the two individuals. But I have seen some people made long distance relationship work. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to the two individuals. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. But now mama's boy, that should be a huge deal breaker. And a lot of times women will say, I want a man that treats his mama right. And nothing wrong with that, but not all the time you meet a man that treats his mama good is gonna be a good man. Because a lot of times a man who treated mama right is a mama boy. So what you want to do is, as a woman, you don't want to just look how he treats his mama. You want to get to know. You want to get to know. You want to get to know his mama, how his mama is. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying now. Hold on, I'm gonna say this right here. Now, if you dating a man and he cuts his mama out, yeah, you should leave him alone. Cause if he cuts his mama out, that's what he gonna do to you. But what I'm saying is, just don't look at how he treat his mother and say, he the one, because he may treat his mama real good. And I know a lot of men, like personal, that treat their mama real good, but their girlfriend cheat on them. And sometimes the mama will let him bring another woman in her house and cheat on you, knowing y'all married or knowing y'all together. You see what I'm saying? So what you want to do is you want to look at the relationship between him and his mom. You want to use your discernment. You want to ask questions. You want to ask questions and use your discernment about how him, if you see him close to his mom, it's a good thing. Now, I'm not saying it's a good thing, though, because that do says a lot about a man. I ain't gonna lie. It's a good thing, but you want to use your discernment and ask questions. And then, like, if you go around him and his mom always take up for him, that's a deal breaker. That's a deal breaker. His mom always taking up for him, that's a deal breaker. You want a man, he close to his mama, but his mama hold him accountable. You see what I'm saying? You want a man, mama gonna tell him, let's say you meet his mama, right? And y'all over there having dinner at his mama house. And his mama say something like, oh, my son picked a beautiful woman. You're a nice woman. You the best my son ever brought home. And she look at her son, boy, if you mess up with this woman here, this is a good woman here. Something like that, you might have you a good situation. But you go to his mama house and his mama taking up for him all the time. His mama, he do you wrong or say something disrespectful towards you. His mama on your or his mama don't like you for no reason at all. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. So not every situation gonna be like that. So when she said mama's boy, that really stuck out to me, because a lot of women say that if a man treated mama good, he gonna treat me good. Not all the time, sis. Not all the time. Not all the time. Sometimes he can treat the mama good, but the mama end up spoiling him. See, a real mama gonna hold her son accountable. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of women will take up for their son. Their son can call you a B. And then you break up with them. Then they calling you talking about some, hey, how you doing, girl? Oh, I'm doing good. I want to talk to you about my little angel. Uh, you see what I'm saying? Your angel called me a B. That's not no angel. You know what I'm saying? So she may call you. I want to talk to you about my little angel. Could you please give him another chance because he's a good boy. He didn't mean to do that. No, your response should be, ma'am, no disrespect. I love you, but your son called me a B, and I have zero tolerance for verbal abuse. I don't tolerate disrespect for no man, ma'am. So God bless you. But my advice to you is hold your son accountable and start taking up for him, okay? But God bless you, ma'am. No, thank you. Because I've coached women, the man cussed them out because she didn't want to get him no banana pudding. He called her a dumb bee, and then she broke it off with him. Then he sending his homeboys, begging her to take him back. She don't take it back. He sending flowers. She don't take it back. And then he got his mama calling her to I want to talk to you about my angel. You and your angel can both go kick rocks. Cause that's why the way he is now, because you spoiling me, you spoil him. Hold your angel accountable. You see what I'm saying? So I don't care. He got a mama calling you. If he curse you out, doing you wrong, if mama gonna call you, take off for you, run from a man like that. Run from that man, sis. I'm trying to tell you, because every time he do you wrong, he gonna go home to mama and she gonna be calling you. My son did here. My son, and a woman would do something like that. That woman most likely she'll let that man cheat on you right in front of her face, and she won't say nothing. She won't say nothing. And see, I love my kids. I love my sons, but my son ain't gonna cheat on his wife or his girlfriend, and I know about it. And he's not gonna bring. If I know my son got a girlfriend or he got a wife, he's not gonna bring no other woman in my house cheating on his girlfriend or wife. No, you ain't doing that. You gonna cheat? Go somewhere else and cheat. You ain't cheating here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call that girl. I'm gonna tell that girl on your behind. No, hold his butt accountable. You see what I'm saying? And that's very hypocritical for a woman to want a good man. You want you a good man, but you don't want a man to dog you out, but you condone your son dogging other women out. You condone your son cussing out women. You condone your son, but you want a man to treat you like a queen, though. That's a double standard. You see what I'm saying? So be careful with men like that. That I'm not saying that every man that's close to a mom is a bad man, but don't just assume that he's a good man because he got a good relationship with his mama. Because in this generation, a lot of time they be mama's boys, and you don't want to deal with a mama boy. If he always compare you to his mama, that's a sign. And mama's boys are very narcissistic, or they narcissists. When a mama overpepper her son, they are narcissists. I'm a coach. I'm coaching, y'all. I'm coaching. And I could be coaching a client. And she could tell me how her man is. Coach Rod, he do this, he do that. Coach Rod, he do this. I say, how his mama is with him. How the relationship between him and mama. Oh, Coach Rod, his mama spoil him. I say, that's it right there. That's the root of the problem right there. Coach Rod, his mama spoil him, Coach Rod. Coach Rod, his mama don't even like me for no reason, Coach Rod. Coach Rod, I could be coaching a woman and she could tell me about a man narcissistic behavior, and I ask her what's the relationship between him and his mom. She spoiled him, Coach Rod. She spoiled him. So you want to make sure when you dating a man, you want to use your discernment. I remember Pastor Blake was saying this one time when he broke up with his wife. He told her like he didn't want to get married. He said, you might have gone about your life. He didn't want to get married. But he said it was his mama told him, that's your wife. That's your wife. That's a good mother. Boy, you making a fool out of yourself. That's what his mama told him. That's a good mother. Go hold your son accountable. That's a good woman. His mama know that he had a good woman. Boy, you messing your life up. Go and get your wife. You see what I'm saying? That's what a good mama would do. That's why I brought that up. Let y'all know when he shared that story, I was like, yeah, amen, amen. That's a good mama. A good mama is not gonna take up for her son when he do wrong. See, a bad mama, oh, you should have left her. She ain't no good woman. You see what I'm saying? A bad mama, no woman is good enough for her son. But a good mother, she gonna hold her son accountable. And she told him to go and get your wife. I didn't raise you like that. You see what I'm saying? And that's what a good mama would get in her son's face and tell him, if you ever cuss a woman out again and call her a B again, I will slap the teeth in the back of your mouth. But I'm still your mama. I ain't raised you like that. See, I'm old school. That's how I was raised. I'm old school, but y'all a young generation, y'all don't understand that right now. But this how I was taught to. But see, that's what made me the man I am. Because my mama, she didn't spoil me. My mama hold me accountable, you know. And there's a situation I had in my life years ago. I was between two women. I was going between two women. I was, you know what I'm saying, dealing with two women. My mama told me, it's like, son, make your mind up what you want to do. I ain't raised you like that. My mama got on me about that right there. I didn't raise you living like that right here. And she didn't, you know. She brought me up in the fear of the Lord. She brought me up in the church. You gotta make your mind up which woman you want to be with. You want to be with that one, be with that one. Be with the other one, be with that one. You know what I'm saying? I know she wanted me to be back with my, ex-wife, but she said, that's your decision. You know what I'm saying? Don't go back between two women, though. Make your mind up. Like you hurting no women. That's not right. So when my mama said that right there, I made my mind up. You see what I'm saying? She hold me accountable. But that's why I'm the man that I am today. You see what I'm saying? Because my mama didn't spoil me. You see what I'm saying? When I did wrong, I was held accountable. You know what I'm saying? She taught me how to be a man, and, that's what it's about. But so if you were a man and mama always taking up for him, his mama don't like you for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? You want a man that his mama gonna hold him accountable. So don't just say, oh, I want a man to treat his mama good. Because sometimes they be mama's boys. You know what I'm saying? They be mama's boys. So, if I got any mothers out here watching this video, you got some sons, love your son. Don't get me wrong, but when you see your son do another woman wrong, you gotta say something. Don't take up for your son. Don't overspoil your son. You gotta tell your son, like, son, don't do that. Because as a woman, how can you want a man to treat you like a queen, but you condone your son dragging women inside the mud like that? That's not right. That's a double standard. And you can't expect God to bless you with no man, and you ain't holding your son accountable. You see what I'm saying? So, this stuff I deal with in coaching, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I've been coaching long enough, and I can coach a client, and I can pick up where it's coming from without even saying that. All I got to do is say, well, what's the relationship between him and his mama? And there you go, Coach Roy. She spoiled him. She take up for him, And I've known women allow their son to cheat on their wife while they, cheat on the woman while they were married with another woman inside the house, And one situation, this woman was a church woman. A Christian woman now. You're a Christian woman. You gonna let your son cheat on his wife in your house? You a Christian woman? Come on now. You gotta do better than that. Because I'm a kingdom man, I'm a Christian man. I'm not gonna let my child, my son or my daughter, disrespect their spouse in my house and don't say nothing. No. Y'all gotta get that right. Get that right. You see what I'm saying? But I have coached on women when they were married to a man, they let the man, their mama let the man cheat on them with other women inside her house, fornicating with another woman inside her house. Come on now. So be careful with that right there. You see what I'm saying? So I just want to share that with y'all though. But yeah, mama's boy should be a deal breaker. That I'm trying to tell you, you ain't gonna be happy with that right there. And how mother raised her son is gonna have a lot to do with how, he treat a woman. You know what I'm saying? How you treat a woman. You know, a lot of men got mother wounds, so they're gonna, what I'm saying, mistreat you if they don't heal and do the work. You see what I'm saying? After reading your book, that opened my eyes to a lot of things. Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. Appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah. My second book coming out soon. I gotta get it published and edited and everything. I first start working on that. I just been I already done wrote the book already. It's already written, but I just been procrastinating. I gotta stop procrastinating, y'all. Pray for me. But I gotta get the people to get that edited and everything. So I'm gonna be releasing that hopefully by the end of the summer. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad you brought my book though. I really do appreciate you, brought that book. And and my prayer was, I said, God, every woman that read the book that's with a grown boy, I pray that she break up with him. I pray that she break up with him, and that's what and sometimes I've got testimony, Coach Rod. I know this girl. I gave her a copy of your book. I brought her a copy of your book. She broke up with her boyfriend. I'm like, yes, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. So, because a lot of the stuff I put in that book, women don't know. They never was taught. You know what I'm saying? They never was taught. So once you read that book, it'll open your eyes up to a lot of things, But yeah, I appreciate that though. I lost a man like that every time we had planned. It was my mama this and mama need that. It was terrible. Yeah. Yeah. That's a real deal breaker right there, mama boy. Yo, yeah, you don't want to deal with no mama boy. Caribbean Flora said, Coach Rod's word is true. I recently met someone who only wanted sex. I walked away but questioned myself a lot, only to find out he has a woman. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of times, when you walking away, trust me, your intuition telling you a lot of things you need to know. So, just, like I said, take your time out there though, just don't settle. As a woman, don't settle. I know it ain't easy. As a woman who want to get married, who want to desire, companionship, but you don't want to be married to somebody that you're not happy, So whatever you do, please don't settle. Yeah. But yeah, and that's what I do. That's what I do, That's why God called me to educate, empower y'all, to teach y'all something. Because like we always taught, if a man love his mama, he gonna love you. If a man love his mama or his sister, he gonna love you. That is true. Sometimes that is true. But it all depends. Every situation may not be that way. But we can't go by cliche. If a man love his mama, he gonna love you. That ain't always the case. Sometimes it is, sometimes it ain't. So, you gotta look at his mama, the background. That you gotta do some digging a little bit and use your discernment. Cause a lot of times simply we get into stuff because we don't use our discernment. We go on these cliches, if a man loves his mama, he gonna love you. Then you see a man treat a mama real good, treat a sister real good, you're like, oh man, that's a turn on to me, yes. And then you get in with this man, you can't see the red flags that this man's a mama boy. And then now you don't marry that man. I know I heard a woman married a man and the man in his mama ruined her whole life. I mean, just ruined her whole life. And think about it, as a woman, you gotta ask yourself, I want to get married, but do I want this? Do I want to compete against a man mama? You got women competing against a man mama. So you don't want to, go by if a man love his mama, he gonna love me. That's not always the case. So you gotta do your homework. You gotta use your discernment. You gotta ask questions. You know, just back, you know, when you asking a man questions, you know, try not to make it obvious you're trying to figure him out just in conversation, you know. And, you know, you gotta know how to ask them questions, you know, by his mom and stuff like that. You know, you just gotta flow with it. Just in conversation. Don't make it seem like you're trying to figure things out. Like, well, can I ask you a question about your mom? No, just be having a conversation, you know. So when you were 11 years old, you said you did this. Oh, and your mom, okay, yeah. You see what I'm saying? Oh, your mama said that. Oh, all right. You see what I'm saying? When you ask some questions, but you talking at the same time too. So, you know, you got all the information and you collecting data. Now, say, I want to meet your mom. I want to go with your mom. Can I meet your mom? Let's meet your mom. You see what I'm saying? Then, you know, you meet her mom, you go to the house for dinner one time, and you see and you want to look at her spirit. You know, discern her spirit, you know? And trust me, if you got the spirit of God in you, your discernment gonna kick in. Your discernment gonna kick in. But I tell y'all, when the person's not right, the spirit let me know. The spirit let me know something ain't right about them. Something right about them. The spirit let you know something ain't right, and you'll pick right up on it. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I tell like a lot of women, you know, you gotta get out the spirit. You gotta get out the flesh and get in the spirit. And why I tell a lot of women to spend more time with God, get more closer to God, so you will know these things. Your discernment gonna kick right in. But when you in the flesh, you ain't getting time with God. This how people come in our life and fool us, run game on us, you know what I'm saying, and trick us, you know, deceive us because we don't have that discernment. But when you got that discernment, God gonna let you know. He gonna let you know. So, you know, but that's what's up though. You know, but yeah. I just want to share that with y'all. Anyways, I'm finna get back on this road. I gotta drive tonight. But like I said, I came on early. Cause I know I gotta drive later on tonight. So I said let me do my live before I get back on the road then. And you know, probably won't be able to go live again till next week. But I might be doing some podcasts like between here. Probably might be going live maybe next Monday night. So y'all probably won't be seeing me, but I'll probably be doing pop-up podcasts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the enemy always seeing the decoys first before the real deal comes. Yeah, you're right about that, God's gift. Yeah, you're right about that. He gonna always, and it's gonna look just like God though. It's gonna look just like God. See what I'm saying? But you know, your discernment gonna let you know. Discernment gonna let you know. God ain't gonna leave you in the dark. He ain't gonna leave you in the dark, you know. But ask these questions, you know. Talk to him. Go around here, mama. Yeah, I want to see your mom. You know, can I meet your mom? Yeah. You know, and you meet your mom, everything gonna come out right there. You know, you sense that she don't like you you ain't did nothing wrong, and she don't like you, and she throwing little shots at you and all that kind of stuff. You know, you'll know. I don't think I want to do with this right here. You see what I'm saying? But if you're a good woman, his mama gonna say, boy, you got a good woman right there. His mama gonna say, you got a good woman right there. His mama gonna know. And his mama gonna tell him, boy, if you mess up with that right there, you see what I'm saying? And you know, if you do something wrong to you, his mama gonna be like, boy, that's a good mama. You see what I'm saying? That's what you want when you dating a man, you know. And at the same time, if you a woman, you got sons, that's how you be with your sons. You know, love your son, but hold them accountable, you know. If my mom wouldn't hold me accountable, I wouldn't be the man that I am today. You know. But yeah. But anyways, God bless y'all. I'll talk to y'all. Let me get off here. I gotta get going. Talk to y'all soon. God bless.